and on we'll go.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Tony's phone collection. Today we're going to be doing a update on all my phones. We'll go one by one, and this video is going to be probably 3 to 4 parts if I'm guessing. It's going to be extremely long. So I got 3 bins right next to me that we'll start out on, and we'll go through them. This is a Nokia E1100B. It does work, but it is a track phone and requires the track phone SIM card, which I do not have. Here is an LG Vx430. It should work. Maybe dead. Here is a dirty Motorola Q with Verizon. It looks to be dead. Pretty decent shape though, I would say. Kind of, well, no, this is another one. I have like 2 of these, and one's in really good shape. The other one's rough, and that's the rough one. Here's a Motorola W315 with Altel. And I'm assuming it doesn't have a battery, but it does work. It's just that Motorola batteries, if they fit in the Crazers or the Razers, they probably go on the Razers or Crazers because they're better. But this one's got the screen issue on this one. There's that one. Here we have a Samsung. Let's see, it is a U540. No back and no battery. I have like 2 of these, so I might just throw this one in the other bin. Samsung Q2, which is the R600. Works, but this hinge piece is broken. And it doesn't have a battery back. Here is a Samsung Propel with AT&T. Here's a Samsung I think it is 105. Yep, E105. And it is with T-Mobile. Works just fine. Maybe dead. Let's see, we have a LG with straight talk track phone, whatever you want to call them. Let's see the model number. It's a CDMA phone, so it's LG 221C. C stands for CDMA, G stands for GSM on these phones. It should work. Here is 1 out of 4 Sanyo katanas. The Nokia, I think it's the 6030. I think I have 2 of these. I didn't realize Singular made one of these, so I'm trying to get a hold of a Singular version. See, it may be dead too. There we go. LG Neon with AT&T. It seems to be dead. It's just a slidey QWERTY keyboard phone. Here is a Samsung. Let's see, I'm not sure the model on this one. Sgh A187. This one works. It may be dead. I haven't charged any of these phones up, so if they have power, it's been holding the charge for a really long time. Here's a Palm Trio from Sprint. We have a Motorola V276. It is with Verizon. It does have a different battery cover on it, out of a V262 if I remember right, because I couldn't find that one. There's an LG 290C if I remember right. Should have charge in it. Here is a Verizon Kyocera. Let's see if I can get this back cover off of this one. Alright, it's the Kyocera E4520 PTT, which is push to talk. Some of these back covers are just unnecessary. It should have charge in it. There we go. Here is a LG Ux145 Pink. This is with US Cellular. It should have charge as well. Let's see, we got a Nokia. E6102i. This is with AT&T if I remember right, or Singular. Because one of these I had the borders bad, so I swapped them out. So I think this is the Singular version. If I remember right, yeah. I can't tell, but I think this is the Singular with the AT&T on the screen. Yeah, there it is. So there's that. So there's those. We have a LG Ux210. Works just fine. Here's a Samsung Sgh T249. Works just fine. There's a Samsung U310, and it is with Verizon as well. It works just fine. Some of these do have really good batteries. Here's a Samsung I think these are the M330s. Oh no, these are the M520s. And I think it should turn on. I have the piece for it in the drawer. I just have to glue it back on. Here we have a Motorola E, I think it's E, maybe it's a W, V325i, so I was wrong all the way around. This one works just fine. It might be dead. Oh, there you go. Here is a Samsung Sgh X495. Now, if I remember right, this is the one that has a problem with playing sound. The speaker's really terrible in it. Here is a Zte Z331. This one is with AT&T. It looks like it's dead. There's those ones working. Let's grab some more here. This is a Sanyo. I've never seen this one, truthfully. It's a Scp-2400. It may have charge in it, may not. There we go. Here is a LG UX3300. UX is usually US Cellular. And it looks like the battery's dead. It's kind of bloated too on the battery, so this one might be dead because of that. Here's a Pantec, I think it's actually UT Starcom. Yeah, UT Starcom CDM9200. I've tried to charge it, and it shows it's charging, but it never fully turns on, so I'm guessing it's got a bad battery. If I'm guessing. Alrighty, we got. Let's grab a handful over here. I think it'd be easier. Here we have a. It is dusty. Like I said, for moving, some of these phones got really dirty, guys. I haven't got time to clean them, so I decided to make this video. Show them all, and then I'll clean them up when I put them up. This is a W419G. This is a track phone device. The front screen is broken, but it should work other than that. Oh, and this button's broken on the D-pad. Looks like the battery's dead. You see that D-pad button's all messed up. And the front screen's cracked. Here's a Casio. Let's see what it is. Casio G1 Boulder. And it works just fine. I do like the orange. It looks different, but there's that. Here is a LG VN150. This is a red Sanyo PM8200. Here is a Samsung Sgh A737. It doesn't have a battery in it though. Samsung Sgh A707. Dirty, and it doesn't have a battery or a back. So this one's got a dead battery. So I'll put this over here to make sure it gets charged. We have a BlackBerry. Is a 8703E. I got this one from Retrocomms. It's dirty, but there's that one. We have a Motorola Q. I think this is a QC or QH. Here is another Motorola Q. Looks like it's dead. Here is a Samsung Blackjack 2. I think it's a Blackjack 2, yeah. It turns on just fine. Let's see what else we got. We got a Kyocera Kx16. It has no battery, so it doesn't turn on. I haven't been able to test it because it doesn't have a battery. And I don't have one that fits, sadly. Here's a Motorola E815 with Verizon. Here's another Vx430. This is with Verizon. And this one actually works. I think it's the same one as this one. Yeah, except this one's in way better shape and actually works. So there's that. Here is a Vx5500, if I remember right. Yep, Vx5500. I have a lot of these ones. It should work just fine if the battery was charged. So that was dead. We got a UT Starcom. If I remember right, let's see. Let's take a look. UT Starcom CDM 7025. This is with US Cellular. I'm going to turn these off. There we go, that one's off. Ooh, it's got a little scroll wheel. I did not know that. Let's go and turn this one off. This one's fully charged. Turn it off. Turn it off. And then this one needs to be charged, so we'll put this one over in the pile with the ones that need to be charged. Let's go and put these ones down. So there's those. I'm just going to stack the QWERTY keyboards over here in the corner, a little pile. I think it'd be easier to keep them that way. Let's grab some more phones. We're still not through one bin at all yet, guys, here. Alright, so we have the Htc Shadow One. This one I don't think has a battery yet. It doesn't have a battery in this one. This one I think is broken if I remember right. I think the flex cable is damaged. So I may do a drop test on one of these. I have another one that works just fine. Here is a, whatever it tells me I turned it on, Samsung Sgh. Looks like the battery's dead. It's Sgh A137. And the battery's dead on it. Here's Motorola E330. This is a Motorola V220. It's dead, so I was going to take a look to see what it actually is. I think it's the V220. Yeah, V220. Dead battery, so I need to charge it. This one's about to die. Charging pile. Here's a Samsung. This hinges. It gets stuck really bad right there. I don't know why. It is a Samsung Sgh T729. It is with T-Mobile. I think it's charged, maybe. It's dead as well. Here's a Nokia E71, I think. I'm going to take the back cover off of it. Let's take a look. It is the E71X. And I think it has charge in it. Like it says right there on the top. I should have seen that. So there's that. Here's another A137, I think this is. Or no, A737. It's a little bit rougher, but it does have a battery in it, and it does work. This one's a little dusty. This is a Samsung SMB311V. It's a Verizon phone. It should have charge in it. We got a Samsung Rugby. I really don't know a lot about Rugbies. I know it's kind of like the Samsung Convoy in a way. It's the Sgh A997. It is a rugged phone, kind of like the Samsung Convoy and the Casio phones. Let's see, we got those ones are dead. Here is a Motorola V265. It does have the extended battery pack on this one. So here this one is. Should have some charge in it maybe. There we go. Here is a, this looks like the 315. I think it has a different model number. Oh no, 315. This one is a navy bluish color and it is on Verizon. So there's that one. Here's a Samsung A920, I think. A950. Some of the model numbers I know, some of them I don't. I usually forget them because they're so long on some of these. This one looks like it turns on. Let's see, we have a Samsung C417. And it looks like it is dead because it does have a battery. Yeah, C417. But it looks like it's dead, so that's sad. We're going to throw that in the pile. It needs to be charged. This one's almost dead. See one bar. Throw it over there. Let's see, this one is halfway. It's pretty good still. Fully charged. Good enough, fully charged. These two are fully charged as well. Alright, so let's go and grab some more here. And we're almost through one bin. Almost. Here's another Samsung. Let me see if I grab this one with the model. It is a Sgh U540. It may be charged, maybe not. Oh, it doesn't have battery in it. So that one here is a Casio again. Let's see what this one is. Casio G1 folder. So I think this is just the black one of the orange one that I have. It should turn on though. Here is another. This one's big. It's a Casio S, or the Type S. I was thinking that the S type like the Jaguar, but this one should work as well. This is a Samsung Sgh D807 singular device. Doesn't have a battery or back, but it does work. Here is a Samsung Stripe, and it is the model number T329. There's a T-Mobile phone, and it does work. I think it's dead. Yep, so there's that one, needs to be charged. And you see this one works. This one works as well. Alright, and then we have another Samsung A707 in red, which doesn't have a battery either, but this one's with AT&T and the other is with Singular. Here is a Samsung Sgh U320 with Verizon. Here's a weird looking Nokia. It is a 50, oh no, hold on, let's see. The 2720A. There's a T-Mobile phone. I think it's dead though. Oh, maybe not. Okay. We have a LG Vx8350R. R is for red. There is a gray one if I remember right. I think it's the only two colors they offered them in. This one should be fine. Here's a Samsung Convoy. Let's see, I think this is the first generation. It is the model number U640. And it still works. I did do a draw test on the Convoy. I don't remember the model number though. Here's a Sanyo Scp-2400 if I remember right. It looks like it's got a good battery. Fully charged. On a lot of these, the front screen keeps working, I noticed. That one works, but I know a couple of them don't have a good screen. This is the Pantec P7000. AT&T, it does have a blue battery cover. I don't have the actual pink one. This is actually the way I bought it. The power key is... I'm not too sure. I guess I have to open it up, turn it on. I think. I don't know. I haven't really used this phone very much. Oh, yeah, there it is. Power key right here. It should turn on. I think it's charged. Yeah, there we go. Here's the LG NV2. Here's a Samsung Sgh A870. This is with US Cellular. and it doesn't have a battery, but it does work. Here's a Motorola V262. It doesn't have a battery. There's that one. Here's an interesting phone. It's a Samsung A437. Doesn't have a battery though, and I can't find one. It's got the gooey stuff down there and there, so it holds it shut like it's glued together. So I'll turn this one off. And this one wants a SIM card, so we'll turn it off. There's a front screen. It's pretty cool on that one. Here is a Samsung Sgh, or no, it's an X497. It works just fine. It's in really rough shape, but it works. So I haven't got rid of it for that reason. It's almost dead as well. Here is a Samsung A930. It doesn't have a battery, but it works just fine. Let's see, we got a LG, I think this is the CU515. I have another one of these I just got, so kind of remembered it from that. So it looks like it turns on, works just fine, probably as it should. Here is a LG Vx8000. Here is another Samsung Propel in red. This one I don't think works. I think it has a problem. Here is a Nokia 6340. This one, the power button's missing. So I've tried using like a pair of, or a screwdriver trying to go in there and turn it on. It never works. I can never get it to turn on. So haven't done anything with it. Here is a Casio. It is model GZ1 Rock. GZ1, I don't know how you actually want to say it. I'm just going to start calling it a Casio, whatever the last is. It should work. It should have a charge. There it is. And we have a Casio Ravine, if I remember right, these ones are. These things are really strong. I've done a lot of tests on those ones. Here's a Samsung T109. Doesn't have a battery, but it does work. Motorola, let's see, V176. It is with track phone. It's in really rough shape, but it does indeed work. It's one of the very few track phone devices that I have that doesn't actually require the OEM SIM card either. Here is a LG VN155 or one, no, not sure actually. 250, or no. Yeah, 251. Okay, there we go. They put an S at the end. It looks like a 5 for some reason. There, that one should turn on just fine. Here's another Nokia 6030. So I'm not going to turn that one on. I'll just put it with the other one, which I think is one of the phones that we started out with. Yeah, it's right there. Here is the Pantec Cruise. The power key is on the side on this one. And we got a couple left. Here is a Motorola W376g. This one is with track phone. Looks like it is oh, there we go. I was about to say it was probably dead, but nope. Here is a Nokia. It is a 2128i. It is running Verizon. Here is another Nokia. It is a 2285. And it is on track phone, which I don't have a SIM card for this phone actually. And it should turn on. This battery's dead. And the battery's dead. So we're going to go out to the side. Just going to turn these ones off. Alright, then we got this Nokia. This one turns on just fine. This one's dead, so we'll throw it in the charging pile. The Pantec Cruise is pretty cool. Activate later. Power it down. Until you lock the screen, you slide it down. It's pretty cool. There's that one that goes there. And then the last one in this bin is the Motorola Startech. This one is with Sprint. Oh no, it's power key. There it is. Wrong one. It should work. I think it still has a little bit of charge left in it. Maybe not. Okay, it looks to be dead now, but it did work. There it is. So I'm going to take a break and stretch a little bit because now my legs are falling asleep, and then we'll start on the next bin, guys. Alright guys, so we are ready for bin number 2. I'm going to pull the back off of this thing. It's kind of dusty. It is a Motorola Q9c. So that red one that we started out with, I think is a Q9H. This one should work. It's with Verizon. Looks like it's probably dead. So there's that one. We'll throw that in the pile. It needs to be charged. Alright. And then we got a Sgh Ux145. So this is the USA version of the VX. Here's the UX, a little different design, but same concept. Same keypad and everything. Looks like it's dead. So there's that one. Put that in the charge pile. Here is a LG441. This is with track phone. It's got the charge in it. Let's see, we got another Casio Ravine, which is the one that I threw out the window, if I remember right, at 40 or 50 miles an hour. I think that's the one. Yeah, it's the one. So it's in the collection for that reason. We'll throw it with the other Casio. It's over there on the top. We have a LG Vx430 and a Verizon. Looks like accessibility is on this one. So there's that one. Here's another Motorola V262 on Alltel. Another Kyocera Kx16 with no battery. Can't test it either. Here is a Samsung. This is the Blackjack. Here is a Samsung Q2 with Alltel. Doesn't feel like it has a battery in it. That one works just fine. Here is a Samsung C416 in red. Doesn't have a battery in it. Samsung, let's see, T139. Doesn't have a battery in it. Does have a SIM card I need though. I usually don't leave SIM cards in these phones in case I need one to test, so I usually take them out. So there's this one. Here's the Blackjack saying the SIM card's missing. Alright, there's that one. Here is a interesting phone. It's the Sony Ericsson Z525. I think I have two of these, and this one has the push to talk and the other one doesn't. So it's got the push to talk heat. I don't think the other one does. He's down here. It should turn on though. I think I've charged it not that long ago. These are 2 new batteries in both these Sony Ericsson phones because I didn't have any batteries for them. There we go. Here's another Sony Ericsson. This one has the same battery. It is a W200A, and it works just fine. Here's one out of mini Samsung M300s. This is a LG 420. It doesn't have a battery, but does work. Here's a LG NV, technically the first one, but it's a little rough. It's got a chip missing out of there, but does still work just fine. Here's a Samsung M500. Here's my other HTC Shadow. This one I think has a battery in it, but it looks to be dead. Yeah, it's got a battery in it, but I think it's dead. So throw that one in the charge pile, but this one does work. Here is a Samsung Sgh R216. This is a Cricket phone, and it does work. Very light. Doesn't feel like it's built very well, truthfully, but it's there. Here is a Sanyo SCP. Might be an SCP, it might be a PM, but I think it's an SCP because it's the newer Sprint logo. It's dead. It is the MM8300, so it's wrong with both what I said. So here's this one should be on. Turn it off. See, it's got the little cover for the lens, protect the camera. Here's these two. These two are still doing pretty good. This one's about dead, so I'll plug it in. And this one will turn off. So there's those. And we'll start with some more here. We have this broken hinge to Motorola. Surprisingly, with its damage, it still does function. It is a Motorola. I can't see the model on this one. It may just be blind. I'm just going to put it up on the screen and maybe you guys can see which one it is. I can't tell on this one for sure. I think it's the VA76R, but it doesn't look right to me. But there it is. Let's go and turn this one on. It's an AT&T phone with the broken hinge. Still works though. Here's another Motorola W375. Battery. It is in black. Here is a Zte Z431. It does have a cover over the screen, so I'll peel it back a little bit. Here that one is turning on. Here is the Samsung Sch U700 Samsung Gleam with Verizon. Looks like it is dead, so we'll throw that in the charge pile. Saying the SIM card's missing. Indeed it is. Here's the LG AX. I can't back off. There we go. AX155. And it is in really good shape and does indeed turn on. It is the U prepaid version, so it's a prepaid device. It was at one time, I should say. Now it doesn't do anything because you can't activate them. And there's this one. Put the screen back on it. We'll turn it off. Maybe. Oh, it froze. It does not want to turn off. Okay, there we go. That took way longer than it should have. Here's this one working just fine. Here is a Nokia. If I can get the back cover off of it. There we go. It took forever. It is a Nokia 6560 with, I think, actually, I'm not sure on the carrier. It doesn't even say. I think it's AT&T maybe. So I can't remember. It doesn't show any kind of carrier branding on it. There's a phone number. It's probably no longer activated. No, it doesn't show a carrier, so maybe it's unlocked. Didn't ask for a SIM card, so I'm guessing it's CDMA. Here is a Samsung Sph M260. It is a Boost mobile device. Here's a Samsung U340, if I remember right. Yep, U340. This is the Snap, which is the nickname for it. It is on Verizon. I have one on Altel. It's in really poor shape, but it does work, so I have it. Here's the Motorola. These ones get to me because there's a couple of them that are basically the same, but they have different model numbers. This is the V555. So I think there's a 557. There's another one that I have somewhere. Looks like the battery is dead on this one. DOA. So that was in the charging pile. Here's another V325i. Here is one out of many of my Sanyo SP-3100s. I have a lot of these. This is the brown one. Here is a Motorola Vx430. It is with a Boost Mobile. I think it's called the Motorola Theory, I think is its name, but I'm not too sure. It's dirty though. Alright, so a lot of these got dirties from moving, but I'm trying to get them cleaned up. Let's see, here is a Motorola V400. Man, Motorola phones are just dying left and right, so that one's no power. Here is another Motorola. Need to back off of it. There we go. It is the Motorola V750. Alrighty, and there it is. It should turn on. Indeed it does. Let's see. Here is a Samsung Sph A620. It's got some dust on the inside screen I need to try to clean out. It's probably dead if I'm guessing. So, and here's the LG 410. Now mine used to have a really stiff hinge, but I got another one in a lot, and I swapped a bunch of parts out, and I fixed mine. So this one should be charged because I worked on it not that long ago. I'm going to turn this one off. Turn these off. So here is a Samsung U360 with Verizon. This one's about to die. Here's a Samsung T105. I do not have a battery, but it does work. Let's see. Okay, turn it off. Oh, well, there you go. Turn stuff off. So that one in the charge pile. Here is a Samsung PLS M240. I was thinking this was a Sprint phone. It is a Sprint phone, but it's not branded Sprint. I think it's either Ready Mobile PCS or maybe even like a third party that uses Sprint devices. So got the same startup sound as a Sprint, but just a little different. Here is a Samsung Convoy. I think this is the 4. The B69V. It's a big phone. It's heavy. Probably throw it at someone and you might give them a concussion because this thing is heavy and it's indeed very big. She's got the new Verizon logo up there on the top. Here is a Samsung U430. Doesn't have a battery. Here is a LG Vx5600. So this is the newer version of the VX5500. I guess it does have a battery, so it should turn on. Here is the other A870. Yeah, except for this is the Verizon model I was telling you I have. Works, no battery, of course, because Samsung batteries are in demand over here. I have a lot of Samsung phones. Here's a Samsung Sgh U5500, or no, 5500. What was it? 550, okay. I was thinking there's another 0 on there. Works, no battery. Here's another Motorola W315. The hinge is kind of iffy on this one. It kind of pushed to the side. See, it kind of like an overbite in a way. Not sure what's up with that. Looks like it works though. Here is another Motorola, and it is a V551. So we have the 555 so far and the 551. This is with singular. And it's dead as well. Why are these dead? Okay, throw that in that pile over there. Turn some of these off. This one's about dead. This one's about dead as well. And these ones should be. So there's these ones. Let's go grab a whole bunch of these phones out so I can just do them all out at once, basically. Makes it easier. Just grab a whole bunch at one time. Because I'm trying to organize my phones down to where I only have basically one of each or 2 of each. It makes it easier. Here is another Samsung Sgh U700. This is with Verizon. This is the purple one, where the other one was the gold one, I think. If I can find it, I will put them together, but I don't know where the other one is. There's a lot of phones. And we've basically just started. I think the other one was dead or something, so I threw it in the dead pile. Yeah, here it is. Let's see, we got phones mixing them together. Here's a Virgin Mobile Kyocera. It's the S2000, I think. S2100. Okay, close enough. I do have another one I just got that needs a battery and a back, but it's literally like brand new. So I'll probably take the back and battery off of this one and put on the other one. I thought it shut off. Okay. Here's a Sanyo SCP, maybe PM8200. There you go. I think it's the second one I have. Here's a Motorola V171. I think it's a track phone device on this one. This one's got a little battery. These ones got both little batteries. So I'll throw these ones over here, the dead battery pile. Here's a Nokia. I better take the model number real quick. It is the 6350. I think it's dead because it always is. Yeah, this one's dead. Here is a Nokia 2610. It is on AT&T. Here is one out of many of my LG VX 8300s. Motorola it's the C319 with singular. Here is another LG 86 or VX 8600s. Maybe this one's gonna, it's not gonna tell me when I start it up. It is the I think it is. The Gu 295. This is with AT&T. Indeed it works. Here's another one of them SCP-3100s with Sprint. Here's a Nokia. It is a model number, I can't even read that model number. 2660, I don't know. That's very scrambled together. So there it is. This one's got a little battery over here. You've seen right there. This one should turn on. So dead battery pile. Okay, so those ones are all tested. This is Nokia. Here is a track phone. Let's see what it is. That battery's in there pretty good. LG 800 GB. It is with track phone as well. It should power up. I'm guessing it's dead. Power key's on the top. There we go. That might be part of the problem. Or it might actually be dead. And it is dead. Alright, great. That one over there in the dead pile. Let's grab a whole bunch more phones. There's another Sanyo Scp-2400. I'm not going to start this one up because you just seen two of them. Here's a LG Vx430. It should turn on. Here's a LG VN150. I think that's the LG Vx5400. So here it is. A lot of LGs right there. And then we're going to have some Sanyos come in. Sanyo MM8300. And then a Sanyo SCP-8100. I think it was 8100. I don't remember. I can't remember what I see there now. Here is the second Samsung M500 I have. Here are two Sanyo katanas, black and blue. Samsung U410 with no battery. So there it is. It does work though. Here's another LG VX5500. I don't know why I have so many of these generic prepaid Verizon phones. I guess they're pretty popular. Here is a Zte A210 with Cricket. Cricket startups really, I don't really like them. They sound really weird to me. That's just my personal preference, though, I guess, right? See, I don't know. Just doesn't seem right. Here is a Motorola C168. Don't have a back or a battery for it. So, AT&T though. I'll put that one over here. Here is a Motorola, which I can already tell doesn't have a battery in it. I'm going to pull the doors open and pull this open. It is the Motorola V204. I can already tell it doesn't have a battery because I had to take the cover off, but there it is. Kind of like the the E330 from AT&T. That is the Verizon model. Here is the other Sony Ericsson Z520. This one doesn't have the push to talk; it just has a camera key right there. So there's two of them right there. This one doesn't have a battery because the battery I took out of it and put in the other Sony Ericsson phone that was right there, the Walkman phone. Here is a Sony Ericsson Z310A in pink. These take forever to turn on, like forever. Let's see if it has any power left in it. And then a Motorola W490 with T-Mobile. Get the orange accent, so it's black and orange. Should power on. I'll have to turn some of these off now because now we're getting a stack. Here's a Zte Alcatel One Touch 665A on T-Mobile. The front display on this phone doesn't work. And we're down to 5 phones right now, and 2 of them are the same as each, so there's one other bin. We're going to shut these off now. This one's about dead. And this one is dead. Let's do this with the white one. So they're together. Here's this VX, a ZTE. Both these Sonys, or Sanyos, Sonys. There. This one's got a really bad power bud. You really had to push it hard. There we go. To get it to turn off and turn on. Kind of annoying, but it does work. Let's see, we got this phone right here, which its other one is up here. And this VX50, I don't know if I set the other one down yet. That's over there. Okay, so the last couple ones we have are another, well, there's that Samsung, is it the M520? This one seems to be dead. Actually, I don't think it even has a battery in it. Try to put this cover. These covers, they start coming off when they heat and stuff. It does have a battery. The M520, it is dead, it looks like, so I'll have to charge it. And here is 1 out of 2. We're going to take a look at what it is. 1 out of 2 is Sanyo Pro 200s. Now these were marked as Ready Mobile PCS with a sticker right around the top of the Sprint logo. So they do not have the Sprint startup screen. There's 2 of them right there. So they both work. I want to get the 700s, I think it is. I think the Pro 700s are all black. A little bit more military or rugged looking. Here are 2 LG chocolates. You see, little scroll wheel. These are the chocolate 2s. They both work. I think this one should have charge. This one's dead. And as you can see, indeed it works. So I'm going to take another break, guys. So we'll grab the other tote, and then we got a whole bunch of phones up on the desk I need to bring down, and we'll do those. Alright guys, so it looks like we're about an hour and 16, 17 seconds in, and yet we are, I would say, not even close to halfway done. So let's go ahead and start on this last tote that I have, or the last little bin I have. And these bins are like these, pretty big, nothing too bad. And then I'll have to go get some of the drawers and some other boxes and all kinds of stuff. So here is a Nokia. It is a 3587i, which is just a bar phone. It is actually an Altel device though. I didn't know that when I first bought this one. I bought it in a lot. I found out it was an Altel phone. I fell in love with it just because it was Altel. I will grab the box phones. The broken phones I may do in a separate video. I'm not sure. This is a Sanyo Scp-2400. Oh, this one may be dead now. It's weird that the screen ain't working. There we go. Okay, that's weird. Alright, so there's that. Let me answer this phone call real quick, guys. Okay, guys. So, this one, apparently the screen doesn't work no more, and this one works just fine, as you've seen. So, as you can see, let me give you a little... That's what we got so far. So let's go back to this camera view, and let's go and finish up some more of these. We have a LG VN251. This is not the S model, it's just the 251. So this is probably just like the Cosmos 1 and the other one's the Cosmos 2. I don't know, something like that, I'm guessing. Let's see, we have a Sanyo. If it's not dead, it looks like it's dead. It is the VI2300, the dead battery. We'll throw it in the dead pile. We got some of these phones here. Here's a Samsung A970 with a Verizon. This is that cool camera looking phone that the screen twists on. I don't have a battery for this. This is the Samsung, I think it's the Propel 2, if I remember right. The model number is Sgh A620. This is really cool, chromy looking back and stuff, but there it is. Here is 1 out of 3 Samsung, I can't think of the nickname now, but I'll tell you the model number on it. The U740. I have 3 of those, one blue-ish this color, and then 2 black ones, so we'll get to them. Actually, here's one of the black ones I have. This is in really rough shape. Look at all the scratches on it. Actually, I think it's just dust. Wipe it down. Oh yeah, maybe it was just dust. Okay, so there's the other one, and then there should be another one somewhere around here in this bin. That seems like where all the other ones are. These ones are going to be pretty dusty, but these are on the top. Here's a Samsung, I guess for a turn off, probably. No, there we go. Samsung M330. There we go. Turn it back on. There's those. Let's see. We got a LG Vx430. I think I just seen one of these not that long ago, but I'm not too sure. It should work. Battery's charged, that's always nice. Some of these phones do hold a really good battery, and some of them don't, just, you know, just depends. Here's a LG VX8600 with a Verizon. It works just fine. You guys remember I did do a destruction video and a drop test on that, and this one did really good actually, surprisingly. Here's an NV on Verizon. This one is silver. Got some minor scratches, but it works just fine. Here's another one of them Samsung D807s. This one is white, but I do not have a battery for it either. I need to get 2 batteries so I can get those working, because those would be kind of cool to have. Here's an LG Vx430. It is a, oh, I guess the antenna just broke off. So that's great. This one should work just fine. Yep. That one over here. And this one, there's those. This one's working as well. It's a pretty cool looking phone. Very quiet speaker on it though, as you can tell. Let's take a look. We got a Nokia 5165. This is with AT&T. It may be dead if I'm guessing. Yeah, it's probably dead, but it did work last I knew. Here's another crazy looking Nokia phone. It is a, well, it doesn't give me a model. Let's pull the memory card out of it. 3650, there we go. It is a unlocked phone, if I remember right. It's a very bizarre looking phone though. I do give it that. Hopefully it's not dead, but it looks like it is dead. Yep, so there it is. Pretty crazy looking phone. It's pretty cool though. It does work, just dead. Here is a Motorola V120c. Actually, it does work. Here is a Nokia 3285. There we go. Not the best build quality. Here's a Samsung A747. Doesn't have a battery or a back, but it does work. I've tested it. This one I actually broke by accident. I dropped it, I think, when I was working on something. It's LG, or not LG, Nokia 1616, if I remember right. And I accidentally dropped it or something. I can't remember. I think I posted it in my other video. And I actually dropped it and broke it. It just gives me the type RH129, and then on model it just shows X's. Oh, this is a property of Nokia, not for sale. Oh, it's a proto? I don't know. Okay, well maybe I shouldn't have broke it, because maybe it's worth something now. So I will hold on to this one. I've never seen that. I'll have to look that one up, do some research on it. Here is a Motorola I710. This is with Nextel. Before Sprint bought them out and shut their towers down. This one is dead. Here's a Nokia 3588i. Let's see. It is with Sprint, but it seems to be dead. Not having very good luck with this set of phones. Here's a Kyocera 3250 with Altel. They got this phone from Retrocoms, if I remember right. It seems to be dead. Here is a a Motorola W375. I'm thinking a lot about Nokias also, as you can tell, guys. This one should have power in it. Yeah, there we go. Here's a Samsung U430. with Verizon. No battery. Let's see. Here is a LG 420. Indeed does work. May just be dead. Looks to be dead on that one. Here is a Motorola W845. It is with, I think it's an unknown carrier actually. It just claims to be some kind of carrier, but maybe it's dead too. So these ones up on the top bin are pretty well dead. Here's the other Samsung U740. I'll throw that with the other pile of them. They don't have batteries. Here is a Samsung Sph A640. This one doesn't have a battery. I do have another one that has a battery though. Let's see. We got a Samsung A660. This is a newly bought phone. It does work. Here's a Sprint rumor, and it's dead. Here's a Samsung A930. I think this is the second one I have. This one does have a battery in it, so it should be charged. As well as a Motorola I530 with Nextel. And it's dead. Nextel phones take a different charger than the regular Motorola's. It's very strange. So I need to buy one. And then here is another U740 with Verizon. I didn't realize I had 3 of them, but looky there. 3 black ones and 1 blue one. Here is another Samsung Sph A640. Has a battery in it, but it looks to be dead. Yeah. So I have to charge that one up. Not a lot of phones to charge up in this pile. Here is a Samsung M320, if I remember right. Let me take a look at the model real quick. Yep, M320. This one is in red. I think they only come in red. I can't remember. Let's see. We got this LG Ux145 with US Cellular. Turn these ones off. This one's got a dead battery. Charging pile. This one's fully charged. Got a lot of dead ones, so I need to start moving them over to the dead pile. Let's see. This one was dead. This one's a battery. These 2 are dead. Kind of forgot I was trying to charge some of these up. That one I think had 1 bar, so we'll plug it in. This rumor's dead. This one I think was dead too. Yeah, this one's dead. These 2 are dead. That's a lot of dead phones. That's a lot of charging right there, guys. So there's those ones, and let's finish on with this bin. We're about halfway through, I would say, with this one. So here is a Samsung Smooth, the STH U350. Here's a Motorola I730 with Nextel, and it seems to be dead. These do all work though. I have at least tested them with another battery. Here's a LG Envy. It's dusty, dirty. That is from Page Plus. And it looks like the battery's dead in it. Here is a Kyocera Duratech or Dura something, if I remember right. Let me see. The E433 or E4233. If I remember right, it's the Dura Plus or something. Yeah, Dura Plus. Okay, there we go. There's those two. Here is a Motorola W775 with Verizon. That was weird, I just shut off, but okay. Thought maybe the battery was dead. Here's a cool looking Motorola phone. It is the Motorola C332. The only problem with it is it needs a battery, and it's an internal battery. So that's pretty bizarre on a T-Mobile phone like this. Here is a Samsung U365. It doesn't have a battery or a back, but does work. Here is a Motorola V180. And it's actually got a charge in it. Whew. Let's see, we are on a roll, guys. We got a lot of phones to go through. Here's the LG Vx430 with Verizon. Here's a LG Vx8100. Whoops. Smack tripod. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright guys, my foot fell asleep, so I accidentally smacked the tripod. So continue where we left off. These are all working. So there's these all working 100% now. They all actually held the charge too somewhat. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, we got some more phones. Let's see what we got going on here. We almost out of this bin as well now. So we have a LG PM2215 or 225. There we go. And it does work. This one had a busted LCD, but I ended up buying another one that was in really poor condition to take the LCD out and put it in mine. Here is 1 out of 2. Let's see, these are A920s. There's both of them. They're both a little dirty. They do both work just fine, of course. Here is a Scp-2400. This is the newer Sprint logo. And I had a problem with both of these. They barely hold a charge, so I'm not surprised these are dead. Here's 1 out of many of my Samsung, let's see, A840s. This one is the one that's got a bad battery, locked, and it's missing the side key, so I may do a drop test on this phone because I have way too many of these. So let's go put that one over there. And last but not least, in this little pile I grabbed, is the LG AX245. It is missing an antenna, it broke, but I do have a parts phone for this one, kind of. It does work, I think, if the battery's charged. Yeah, there we go. Wipe the screen down. So you guys, both these died. Throw these in the charge pile. This one seems to be charged. Here's this one, initial programming needed. I'll have to plug that in my computer and get that taken care of. But there it is. Like I said, it's pretty rough shape. Looks like it's got cigarette burns or something on the front of it. Missing the antenna, but it does work, and it is an Altel phone, and I love Altel phones, so I don't discriminate against them. Let's see what else we got in this last bin. We're almost out technically, but let's go and get the rest of them out of here, and let's go one by one now. Alright, so here is a Nokia 3587i. It is with Sprint, maybe? Dead battery. Doesn't tell the carrier. Well, that's great. So there's that one with the dead battery. Put it in the charging pile. Here is a audio Vox, which is UT Starcom owned, PM8912 with Sprint. It might be dead, or this one takes a while to turn on too. So I'm gonna guess it's dead. Here is a Samsung Convoy. I think this is a number 1 as well. The U640, but this one doesn't have the extended battery pack on it. All right, here is a LG. Let's see, 440 GB. It should turn on. There we go. Some of these phones are just extremely dusty, guys. Samsung T429 with T-Mobile. And it looks like it is dead. Throw that in charge pile. This Nokia sadly doesn't have a battery. 2605. It doesn't have a battery though. It's pretty cool looking though. So we'll throw that in the. Oh, it's got a dead battery. Throw it in the charge pile. Throw this one in the good pile as it still has a good amount of battery. Here is a Nokia. This is Consumer Cellular 1600 is the model on it, and it should have charge in it. Here's a Sanyo Scp-2400. Like I said, this is the second one I have now. The other one was the brown. This one's a grayish, bluish color. We got a U340 with Altel. This is the one I was telling you, it's in really rough shape. Doesn't seem to have any power, but it is dead. Unless I got an alarm set on that one, so I'll have to reset that one. Some of these I haven't got time to reset, and some will have. Here's a Casio Exim, maybe? Exim? I don't know. It doesn't have a battery, sadly. I wish I could get a battery for it because it is really cool. I just need to find one. Kind of like the Samsung flip top screen twist, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, we have a Motorola I860 with Nextel. It is dead, or it seems to have no power. I think it's dead. I don't know, maybe it doesn't even have a battery in it. Oh, it doesn't have a battery in it. That might be part of the problem. Okay, so throw that over here in this pile. Here is a LG AX300 green. The problem with this one is it has no battery, but it does work just fine. And last but not least is this Samsung Sph A640. I think it's probably dead, as old as it is. This battery, I need a SIM card. Battery on this one's good, so. Alrighty guys, I'll grab some more and we'll be back down here. So just stay tuned for brief second.